Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Ask, Learn, Grow, the show where the team at Reef answer questions, share insights, and talk about topics from the digital marketing industry. I've got SEO Manager Rob Perez with me today, and he's going to talk about a quite a common theme that comes up, and that's in digital marketing, things usually take time to develop and to generate results. But is there anything that you can do now to kind of jump the queue a little bit and try and get some low-hanging fruit and some rungs on the board pretty quickly? So, Rob, over to you.
Yeah, thanks for that, Scott. Yeah, that's exactly right. So a lot of the time with search engine optimization, it does take a longer time to get things going. It is a great long-term strategy to be using, but most of the time people usually get burnt out because time is money, and to be able to afford these types of marketing services, you need to actually do things now that can make an income for you and get leads and customers. So the process I'm going to go through allows you to kind of, as you kind of said, get those low-hanging fruit and to be able to, start doing things simply and easily now to be able to build up your marketing strategy moving forward. So one of the first things I do recommend to do is Google My Business. So Google My Business is a very good way to start to get customers right now. So the idea of Google My Business is Google My Business allows you to create a profile or a directory that allows you to get entered into the 3-pack in the search results. So if you've ever entered a certain keyword and you notice that there's a box with 3 different websites, that's the Google My Business pages. So by actually just creating a Google My Business page, and if there's not much competition in the area, you could possibly be ranking in those 1, 2, or 3 spots there, just simply by having your page there. So a good way to get started.
Cool. And what's tip number 2?
Yeah, tip number 2 would be also typing in some of your keywords into Google and seeing if there's any other directories that are already listed targeting that keyword that you can possibly enter and pay up some submission fee to get listed into one of those websites. So I'll give you an example. Maybe I'll just quickly share my screen if you don't mind.
Yeah, cool. Go for it.
Okay. So as an example, we have best builders in Sydney. So this is a pretty good keyword to go for if you were a builder. If we scroll down, you'll see our Google My Business pages over here that we just talked about. You see review sites over here, but take notice of this site here, House. We have also One Flare as well. So what you can do with these sites, you can actually get listed on these sites by paying a small fee to get listed over here, and then you can actually start to get leads, start to get phone calls, start to get people actually looking at your services just by clicking here, signing yourself up and registering an account here. So besides this, same goes for these ones as well. So you do have House Pro, and you do have One Flare as well. Same type of strategy. All you need to do is click on this button, register your business, and you can be listed on this website. So pretty good strategy to go for.
Great, thanks, Rob. And it's important to note, really, it's a good point with these sort of directory and comparison sites for some keywords, especially some higher competition ones in certain niches. These type of sites, these listing sites, have quite a strong hold on the first page of the organic results. So you might really struggle to get some of the keywords that you want, because you're going head to head against some of these sites. So like I say, regardless of whether this is a quick win or low hanging fruit, it should definitely be part of the strategy anyway, just in case it's going to take forever and a day, or sometimes not at all in some cases, to secure the page on organic listings for certain keywords.
Yeah, that's exactly right. A lot of these organizations, they spend millions of dollars, building up their profile on Google to make sure they rank for these certain keywords. So a lot of the times, you can, compete and try to target the same keywords that they do, but you might not be coming up first for that keyword, but you might come up third or fourth. But it's still, a good idea to, use these resources that you have to be able to maximize your efforts. So.
Cool. And what's tip number 3?
Yeah, tip number 3 is join your industry's association. So no matter what kind of industry you're in, there's always a association that you can be a part of. So as an example, taken into the builders example again, builders have Masters Builders Association. So what you can do with that is you can try going to the website now and taking a look at it, but you can go and become a member of Masters Business Association. And part of that, besides being affiliated with a trusted brand that your customers would certainly appreciate, but you'll also get other benefits that, as an example, you can get listed into their directory. So some people not only go through Google, but they also look through these association websites to find a reputable builder, as an example. So people might go through on this website, look through their directory, and may reach out to you, and you could possibly get a lead through these sites. If you don't have a certain association that's part of your industry, also think about the business chamber as well. They have directories that you can be listed in, and membership benefits as well. So there's plenty of things you can do, but most likely your industry will have an association.
Cool. And we've talked quite a bit about Google, but people also search to discover things on social media platforms now, don't they?
Yeah, that's exactly right, and that's my next point as well. So so people may not be in the mindset to kind of look for a certain service straight away. People do, as you know, look through social media. They look through eBay, Gumtree, Facebook Marketplace, all these other different types of websites, most preferably social media, to be able to kind of look for certain services. So as an example, you have Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn as an example. So with these different social media platforms, you just need to make sure that your customers are actually on these platforms, because the audience for Instagram is quite different to the audience on Facebook, which is quite different to the audience on LinkedIn as well. So, if you have a hairdresser, as an example, Instagram would be a great platform to be on. If you're a builder, LinkedIn would be a great platform to be on, and also maybe Facebook as well. So, it's not too hard to do. It's not too hard to build a profile. Just regularly posting what your business does on these platforms is a great way to increase your marketing channels to be able to maximize the amount of reach you have for your customers.
And linking that back to search again, if you do have pages listed on social media platforms, quite often, certainly for brand search, they will also show up in the search results as well. So therefore, you're claiming more real estate for brandage related terms. Cool. All right. What's number 5?
Yeah, number 5. So this one is one that's not very common for people, but they did it a long time ago. It's really just partnering up with parallel businesses in the same niche. So if we take a builder as an example again, if you're looking to build a house, before building a house, you're going to need an architect as an example. So what you can do is, if you're a builder, you can reach out to architects in the niche, and then you can come to an agreement where maybe they can refer you some business in return for them, for you referring them business as well. So this is a good way to kind of build your network, and also referrals, one of the most strongest way to actually get a lead and get a customer, because word of mouth is quite trusted among people. So if you know, your architect is saying, oh hey, I have a really great builder, I've been working with him for years, most likely you as the customer will trust the architect because he's already done a great job with you, he's already built a rapport with you, and you know, using his referral wouldn't be would be a great way to kind of get that business. So that's another way you can kind of get customers through that as well.
You can take that a step further as well, because there'll be other businesses in your niche who will have an audience, and presumably you may also have an audience. That, when I say audience, I'm talking about audience followings on social media, email lists, that kind of thing. So if someone's non-competing and you share a very similar target audience, it makes sense to try and partner up and run sort of joint venture campaigns, which are kind of win-win, in which case you're leveraging each other's audience for the mutual benefit of both businesses. There's quite a lot that you can do there as well. Okay, cool. And the final tip, Rob, please.
Yep, final tip, Google Ads. So a lot of people may not want to do ads at the very beginning, just because it can be a way where you can quickly use your budget over a short period of time. But the one thing that people don't understand is that with Google Ads, you can pretty much work with whatever budget you can afford at that period of time. So, you know, you may not want to go for the most expensive keywords at that point in time, because you may not have budget for it. But there could be other cheaper keywords that you might want to expose to be able to get some traction at least. So you can start getting customers through the door, and you can start making money. And then you can start to go for more expensive keywords. You can start to, you know, focus more budget on different other marketing activities as well. So Google Ads is a good way to kind of work with whatever budget you have at that point in time. So
you can, if budget is an issue, there's other things that you can do as well, like for example use display as top of funnel to drive lots of low cost traffic to the site, and then follow up with these people via remarketing with good offers, whether that's to get them onto your email list where you can further nurture them, or whether that's straight to the sale, depending on the business and the product. So yeah, quite a lot of different options that we can do there. Cool. All right, thanks for sharing, Rob. Some good tips there. Anything else to add just before we close off this call?
No, it's just that yeah, a lot of times you just need to think outside the box. So you know, just kind of keep in mind that there's never one way of doing things, and the more creative you get, the more you kind of look at what your customers are doing, the more kind of competitive edge that you will have to be successful with your marketing campaign. So that's pretty much it.
Excellent. All right, thanks for your time today. Thanks everyone for watching. If anyone's got any questions about the topics in this video, or you'd like to see us answer a question in a future video, please feel free to send them in. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to be notified of when the next video is available. Apart from that, thanks for your time, and catch you all next time.